All right, so yeah, again, like I said, this is the music container done in Wwise with the cubes tutorials, Wwise 201 lesson practice here, and I'm just showcasing our music playlist editors and also our music containers and music sequence containers here as well to showcase how we can randomize music and make interactive music in a game for any occasion, and have it seamlessly go between each other and transition between each other. So let's just gonna get it playing here. And as you can see, move down to the second section here. It's looping twice because we said to loop twice here for this random segment. The bridge. I'm sorry about that. I saw that by accident. Let's just we'll have to go back here and try it again. There you go. So we got the theme here. The theme is longer than everything else, so I believe it's about 16 bars of music, and then everything else is around 8 or so, I believe. And now our music playlist will randomly go into our second area here. This time it's student piano. Let's loop it twice because we have it set to loop twice here on the random group here in the segment. And now it's going to go to the bridge in a moment. Oh, aha. So yeah, actually it did not go to the bridge randomly. It decided to randomly go to another section of this. So that's what I love about this so much here. Because I have it set to avoid repeat and also loop twice. So occasionally it may not go immediately to the bridge. It might randomly just play another track from here and then go right back. As long as it's random, it's working. So and it's not repeating them twice. Special transition to bridge. Yeah, as you can see here, after we got to the bridge, and again, these music segments are just so random that it's hard to predict what it does because even though the first time we played this particular segment or group underneath the random step, it only played one of them and then it moved on to the bridge. But let's say if it decides to play another one, which it can go back to piano, to arpeggio, and it can maybe go to rhythm as long as but it's not going to play one of these on repeat ever. So it's never going to play piano twice after the loop count has already done twice. So, for instance, if the piano did it for 8 bars and then it looped again for another 8 bars, it's not going to go back to piano again. It's going to go to something else, or it's just going to go down right directly to the bridge. I think the coolest Odyssey transition for me that I love about this music segment is how it transitions from. I think it's when it's in arpeggio or back to piano. That's when it usually goes down to the transition, the bridge part, and then it goes to the bridge. That's my favorite one right there. I like this transition that it does here, and I think we can listen to it possibly. Actually, I can't do it that way. Let's here it. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, such a good bridge, and then and what you can see here now that I actually selected one of the music segments is that you can see that we actually set a entry cue and then a exit cue for the music segment in general here. So anytime that it gets around here, it immediately goes into another section or another music segment. Now, because this is the bridge here, typically it's going to go back to the theme, and yeah, it goes back to the theme here. Now, I will mention that there is something that I haven't done yet when it comes to the starting of the theme. It gives about like a measure or bar in to do that, to do so. But I believe if I'm not mistaken, it does this because the bridge is pretty much almost instant. So I can't emulate it because we have to go through the whole playlist again to show that there. But I just wanted to showcase how this worked here. For the music I'm gonna forget it. Yeah, the music playlist containers and also the music segments. It's very awesome to do here. I wanted to eventually I will do my own music segment like this here, with some of my own music. I was gonna do it today here, but I wanted to kind of wait a little bit before I try to dive into that there. But honestly, it's really fun to do, and I kind of might honestly do it like in this manner. This obviously the Explorer is a little bit different from what we did here in the combat. In the combat, you can tell that we actually end up using a music segment for combat, and then from music segment, we added a music track to them. So you can directly add music tracks and then have them under one music segment, under one music playlist container. Now the reason why we did this here is because for combat, there we have it randomized so that it can play like some of them at once. It may mute some of them at once. It's never really playing all of the different music segments that we have here. Sometimes the arpeggios out, sometimes the choir's out, sometimes the strings are out, sometimes the drums are out. That's what this exercise right here is doing when it comes to the combat. It's showing us different ways how we can have interactive music, especially for combat. You want the music to be pretty random. So instead of making segments and making specific times where the music can be randomized, combat this one right here, this combat music playlist allows you to have combat music that can be randomized anytime without even asking. So that's what's cool about this one. So we'll take a little listen to this here. We'll probably like listen to 3 loops here just to kind of get an idea of what's going on here. But yeah, this is one of my favorite ones as well too. So I'm just going to go to mute myself and we'll start it in a moment here. Oops, sorry guys. I didn't actually press the whole combat thing. Sorry. There it goes. As you can see, it changed. I wish I could. I don't think I can. I can look at the music, the full music editor as I'm doing this here, which is okay. Okay, let's try this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna leave it alone. Wait, I'm sorry. This is gonna be the last time I stop this. I just want to see if I can do something here. I want to see if I can pull this out. But yeah, as you can see here, the way this particular music container works is that literally this music container holds only one music segment. Now, eventually, I could make different combat segments for it to sequence through. But again, because we're doing combat, I think the idea for them is to pretty much make the combat music always random. So literally, we're just randomizing between all these different music tracks that we have imported here, between from staccato strings to low choir to high choir to strings, synths, rhythm, rhythm A B. There's a lot of different combinations here. And actually, you can see right here, there's actually a. Oh, it's actually, I'm sorry, this is just regular track here. There's nothing special about this here. This is another random track. But anyways, and also what we did a little bit here as well, not for all of them, but for some of the tracks, mainly for the arpeggio one, we added some automation to this here. So let me see if I think I can solo this here. Yeah. So if we listen to the arpeggio, if I can play it. There it goes. And if I don't know if you noticed this here, but there's actually 3 different music tracks for arpeggio. Some of them are chopped up, some of them are different. And if you, I don't, let me see, I want to see if I can try to showcase all of them. Let's see here. Yeah, here it goes. Yeah. So this is the whole nother different arpeggio track here. And what we did here is that we actually added a high pass filter. So as it's getting closer to the middle, you don't really hear it until it goes back to the end. Because again, the high pass filter is closing in on the low frequencies all the way into the higher frequencies, and then this, as it goes back down, it's slowly releasing on that high pass filter again, making all the sounds be able to be heard. And then we also have just a regular arpeggio by itself without anything special. And then again, this is the one that you heard before. This random segment. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, music segments and music container playlists, sorry, music playlist containers are some really fascinating ways to, add some great, random music into a game, especially when it comes to combat or even just, creating a sequence but random music, music container playlists like the Explorer soundtracks. Because when you're exploring, it's okay to hear the music, hear the music relatively the same, but it still gives us the option to be able to shuffle through different sections of the music, so it doesn't sound too familiar all the time to the player itself. So that's why I really enjoy doing the music containers, and I think the next thing I would love to do, yeah, yeah, is definitely make my own with my own music in it here. But this is a good way that we've done it here. I really enjoy this here. It's really grooving. I love how like the random parts of the song being taken out, it still has that driving and grooving force with music containers there. So I really did enjoy that.